Hey, this is James with the Board Game Network again, doing some unboxing. This is my Christmas and springtime special, where I'm unboxing several games. I am up to Twilight Struggle. This one's been out for several years now. It's got a super high rating on Board Game Geek. It's got an 8.33 as I'm speaking right now out of 10. Anything that's over 7 is a very solid game, and 8, very few games are in the 8 range, and this is an 8.33. It can play 2 players. It's about a 3-hour game. It's a traditional war game, or it's a war game, and is based on We the People and Hannibal, Rome versus Carthage. I think those were Avalon Hill games. And it's won several awards. Take a look at the back here. We've got some awards back here listed. Here you can see the bottom of the box. We'll take a look to see what we have in this box. I haven't played this, but I'm looking forward to it. It's supposed to be a very fun game, obviously, with that high of a rating on Board Game Geek. Oh, this has a 2015 copyright. This is the deluxe edition. There is, I think it was 2005 or something when this first came out, and they've done a little bit of revision in the deluxe edition, is my understanding. It's called the Twilight Struggle, the Cold War from 1945 to 1989, so it's got a big range for wars in there. Where does the word Twilight Struggle come from? I believe it came from John F. Kennedy. John F. Kennedy, here's a quote from him. "Now the trumpet summons us again, not as a call to bear arms, though arms we need, not as a call to battle, though embattled we are, but a call to bear the burden of a long twilight struggle." So maybe that's where they took this. This is by Roger McGowan. So here we got the rule book. It's got 32 pages or so. Looks to me like it's got a lot of pictures, which is always a good thing to help you understand what's going on. It's nicely laid out. It looks like a bunch of historical stuff at the back, so I don't think all of that's rules. Maybe 19 pages of rules, and then some card history at the back, which always is nice to have in a war game that has historical value, or historical people, or historical places in it, to give you a little bit of history. So it looks like about 19 pages of rules. And we have a card list and a Twilight Struggle player's aid card. 2 of those, 1 for each person. And then here's our counters. We got the Russians and the United States here. And our second counter sheet. And this is a heavy box, actually. So I'm expecting a lot in here, with it being this heavy, that it's going to be a well-made game. Let's see what we got in here. This is the game board. Very nicely made game board here. Yeah, holy cow. It's a nice large one too. So, let's see. A couple of dice and some Ziploc baggies. and then 2 decks of cards. Ziploc bags to keep track of your counters. That's always nice, so they're not just floating loose in your box. They have a tendency to disappear that way and fall out. So here's what your cards look like here. These are good, nice quality, like playing card stock here. So I expect those to hold up well. Here's the other deck. So until I learn how to play this, I can't really tell you anything about this, but they got photographs of historical people on there, which is always nice. There's the Truman Doctrine. The Red Scare. So, that's the Twilight Struggle game. For all those people that like war games, there's a lot of people out there that like those kinds of games. So if you're into war games, I urge you to try this one out, or at least watch for, hopefully I'll get a rules video done at some point on the Board Game Network for Twilight Struggle.